people, and happy August 7th. It's Leo season, which is full of fire and energy, definitely passion, but most importantly, strength. August 7th is a super important date to me. A lot of really important people in my life's birthday, namely my mother. My mom died 15 years ago this past July, so I thought it would be fun to make her a birthday cake, because why the fuck not? And then when the baby gets home from preschool, we'll talk more about that later, she can help me decorate it. For those of you who know me, you know I'm a firm believer in signs. And that brings us to the next person whose birthday is today, which is my baby daddy. Now, when I first met this dude, I was like a little hesitant. I wasn't really trying to meet anybody, but a huge sign to me was that he had the same birthday as my mom. A big part of the reason why I decided to go out with him. Happy birthday to my baby daddy, even though I know he's not watching this because he reminds me all the time that he's not my audience. No shit, Sherlock, that's why we're not together anymore. Happy birthday to baby daddy anyways, love him to pieces. To make a banana supreme cake. We've all got our talents, but there's always room for growth. So the kitchen is one of the areas where I'm constantly trying to grow. I baked a cake last week and I thought it was really fun. Step one. Check. Rightly. Well, we don't have any flour, so we'll just have to use the spray. The box actually says that like you need 2 of these pans, but I just put it all in one last time and it turned out okay. So. I keep my vision board right here by my water filter, and that's just because it's always somewhere where I'm like standing doing nothing, so it's just an extra moment where I can just really focus on my intentions and my visions. Maybe we'll put some cinnamon in. I feel like cinnamon should go on banana cake. This is what I'm saying. We just make it up as we go. We like to have guidelines of how to live our lives, but nobody tells us what to do. You know, we're creative beings. My humor has always been a little different. I'm able to laugh at a lot of really dark situations, and if I didn't laugh at them, I wouldn't have as many opportunities to laugh in life, and my mom dying is one of them. I'm not saying that death is easy. It doesn't mean I don't have like sad feelings about it. It doesn't mean I don't have angry feelings about it, but I've worked through the majority of those. But at this point in my life, like, I just like to laugh at everything. I just really don't have any fucks. It could all be over in an instant. Death is like not the end of the world. Like, yes, it fucking sucks and it hurts like hell. But what you have to remember is that with death always comes change. And it's our choice, our mindset of how we choose to view that change. Are you going to turn it into a positive or a negative? And all of that is from the power of your mind and the way that you look at the situation. I don't know if I got more speeds. I guess I could try and go a little faster. So I just wanted to spend a little time explaining like why I don't give a shit about stuff. I tell people all the time that losing my mom at 18 years old in my second week of college, watching her die of breast cancer, like as morbid and awful as that sounds, it's kind of one of the best things that ever happened to me. It forced me to look at life from a different perspective. What's really important in life is love and fun and following your heart. My sweet angel daughter, and I have spent practically 24/7 with since conception. To preschool a couple of days ago. It was the first day where she was like, I don't want to go to school. Foreshadowing her teenage years, I can see the struggle already. It's what's best for both of us right now. I need more time to focus on me, and she needs more social interaction than I can offer her right now. Baby girl's off to school. I'm not saying I didn't have a little tear about it. I'm fucking sad. I miss my baby bitch. She's literally my best friend, and sometimes my only friend. During the day, it's more hard on me than it is on her. I decided I need to make structure for myself. So I went for a run, I did yoga, I meditated. My God, I feel like a new woman being able to do those things without my daughter up my butt. Mommy needs some space. To spread our wings a little, you know? They grow in stages and phases because God gives you the opportunity to adjust, you know? You don't just push them out of your punana and then send them off to college. And even though it's not the easiest thing for either of us, it's what's best. Okay, our oven is preheated. That's when the little light goes off. Fuck, I hope I'm not melting anything. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna lick the spoon even though there's raw eggs in here. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, he ate raw eggs and he was fine. I ate tons of cake batter as a kid because I grew up, my Grammy loves to cook and bake. turned out fine. I mean, obviously we all have our issues, but I don't think my issues were caused by licking the spoon down before we get too full on cake batter, and then we don't want to eat our cake. Oh shit, I threw my box out with my directions. I should probably set the timer. I pulled the cake out of the oven, the big fork test, no moisture. So that means it's done, but we have to wait till it cools so we can frost it. All right, kids, I'm back. And while I was gone, I had to take my headband off because it was squeezing my crown chakra and I was getting a headache. At my mom's funeral, we all wore hot pink because that's what my mom would have wanted us to wear. My mom never dwelled on the bad shit either. I owe so much of who I am to her, just always being able to find the positive in the seemingly negative. I decided to cut the cake into 4 mini cakes because I want my daughter to help me decorate them when she gets home from school. Life is a lot like baking a cake, you know? You get all your ingredients, like whatever you're given, that's what you come out with, you know? You spend like, you know, your kid years and your teens and your 20s just kind of like baking. Like those are like that's really your time to like cook and like get yourself like ready. And then you get to choose to decorate your life with whatever the fuck you want. So choose wisely. Pink, make it blue, make it yellow, make it every color of the rainbow, whatever you want. But just squeeze as much as you can out of life. I'm so fucking proud of me. I'm so proud of my mom and like the life that she gave to me. And if I am even half of the mom to my daughter that she was to me, like I'm gonna be doing a great fucking job. Aware that my life may not seem that glamorous to other people, you know, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, I'm a single mom, but the beauty is I don't give a fuck. I do what I want, when I want, I don't have to answer to anybody else, and I don't put up with the bullshit. I don't have time or patience for lying or anything inauthentic or untruthful, you know? Life is just way too short, and I've got shit to do. I used to make a joke that one of the saddest parts of my mom dying was that she died before she ever got to have a Facebook. That was honestly and truly is just a joke. My mom would have loved Facebook to keep in contact with her kids, but most of the time, my mom was spending her time living life. My mom died never having had a pedicure. And like, that's so fucking tragic. That was clearly, like she mentioned that to me while she was dying. And so it was clearly something that she wished she had done, but had never made the time for herself to do. I don't want to die leaving like shit for myself left undone. Your life is your life. And none of these other fuckers who complain about how you live your life are going with you, you know? When you're on that deathbed, it's just all about you. Make sure you gave life everything you had to give. So grateful. Like my heart is just so full to know that I am who I am. My mom was who she was. And even though like, you know, we've all got our shit, like I'm so fucking blessed. Like I grew up poor as fuck, but like I don't care. I had a house full of love. My mom loved me with her full heart. She knew how to love me perfectly. You're given what you need to get to your next level of life. Like I do know that not everybody is blessed to have had a mom like I did, and that is why I am so adamant about counting my blessings for her. There's just always a silver lining and you have to look for it. Thank you guys for baking this cake with me and like just taking a minute to celebrate my mom, because like she totally would have loved this. Mom would love that I make fun of her being dead. Like, that's just like how we were. Like we laughed at everything. Like shit happens, man. Life moves on. Like yeah, it sucks. It doesn't mean it doesn't suck. It doesn't mean it's not hard. It doesn't mean that you're not allowed to have feelings about it. All it means is that there are good feelings too. It's the rainbow of emotions that come with tragedy. And sorry you're dead. I am sorry my mom's dead. I'd love to have still been alive. And that's why I get so frustrated when I see people who are like not living their best lives, because it's like, You don't understand how much of a gift that is. And I'm guilty of it too. Shit, my ass has idealized suicide since I was 10 years old. I'm not that person anymore. I've outgrown that person. And I am ready, like with this cake, like I'm making a promise to myself, I'm making a promise to my mom, and I'm making a promise to you all to hold my ass accountable that I will continue to live every day like it's my best life and my last day, because you never really know. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Yay!